Hey everybody, so even though I said I wasn't, here I am going to start on another journal. And my thought process behind this is that I've got one more market for the year coming up, like the 15th, 16th of December. And I thought I should probably make a couple more little smaller journals of generic type and for that market. So I'm doing cactus theme, and I've got these two little these did not come with it, but it's a scrapbook packet. I've added extra stuff to it, but I got it way back when Hobby Lobby had their big crazy clearance. They're regularly like $6 a piece. I got them for $1.49. Handful of papers, stickers, all the embellishments. So I think I'm gonna piece together and play around with a journal. I'm gonna use this yellow book. I've already secured my spine. I need to decide on paper for this, and then I need to start kind of putting together my pages. I guess I'll kind of open these and get started. So this is pretty much a create with me little video, just kind of watching me faff around with this, seeing what we can come up with. Again, this little piece did not come with. This was at the dollar store. These are little clips with cactus on them. And I thought they were so cute. The dollar store for a cactus journal. So anyways, when I got them, I piled them in with this stuff. So I use these kits a lot because, again, they have quite a bit of, little pieces to them. They have pretty paper, matching paper, and stickers, and who doesn't love stickers? I will say this, I don't hardly ever use the ABC stickers, so I have a whole hoard of ABC stickers that I don't use. So anybody has a neat idea of what to do with ABC stickers, let me know, because I don't know. So here's our paper selection. The pretty cactus, the pretty stripes, the yellow, more pretty cactus, and pink. I am feeling like I want to pull this one out. I also just had some green scrapbook paper, but goodness, look how well that matches. So maybe I'm feeling like maybe I should do another one that's the green. Anywho. So we'll use these, and I've got, some lined paper, purple, that we'll use. I'm gonna go ahead and open this one and break this one down too. And I've got, like I said, I've added some things as I've sorted and cleaned and all that. I've come across, and it's like, oh, this needs to go with my cactus stuff. There's a couple of little plastic stickers, a couple of little charms, and there's some cactus tissue. And it actually feels really nice out today, so my doors and windows are open. And so it's possible you may hear my neighbors, so. Anywho, just to let you know. And here's some other. These little cactus clips were on, I had some llama clips, and these were on that as well. There's a little cutout of a cactus, so. Anywho. Pulling out our papers, pulling off our stickers. pulling off our ABCs. They're slightly different than these guys. These are all purple, and then this one's kind of got a variegated, like, light purple and dark purple. Anywho, it's still ABC stickers. I probably won't use them. And our little pieces, which kind of initially, on initial, they look a little different, but they probably are not. And we have the same papers. And we're going to pull out this green just because it's so pretty. Goes with the pretty green. Yeah. So there we go. That's what we're working with. So what am I doing, Shell? I need to figure out, I think we need to decide which color needs to go on the inside. Which paper does. I'm actually kind of leaning towards this. Or, I know I don't want to do the yellow. We could do this. What if we could get away with this? These are weird little stickers there. Nice and crunchy. But they've got some texture to them, so. And I pulled out some fabric for the side of this, which now that I look at it, it may not really work well. But my thought process is that we do this on our spine. I think the colors go okay. And we can always use this throughout. Even though now that I've got these pages out, I don't really know that that works really well. It's too limey green. So I'm gonna have to rethink that. I have to dig through my fabric scraps again because I don't know that that's gonna work. Okay, moving on. Decide on a center page is what we're doing. We could do it all cactus. No, I don't like that. I think I'm gonna have this as my writing pages basically. Let's see here. Pinks or purples? Let me look at my scraps real quick, see if there's anything that would go throughout. I'm on a sidetrack now of accent pieces. We can do these two. We can use these as some accents. What I'm trying to decide is if I want to use the purple or the pink. And initially I thought purple because we got some really pretty purple cactus. But I don't know, we'll go with purple. We'll go with purple and see what we come up with. And with that, so maybe I'll need to decide. I'm all over the place. All over the place, Shell. Okay, that didn't get me any further than I wanted to be. I'm trying to decide on the inside pieces. How about we do this? That way, whatever we decide to do on the cover, it will kind of hopefully tie in. Whether it's green, whether it's blue, whether it's pink, whether it's purple. How about we do that? And now the question is, do we want to go in? Nope, we want to go in long ways. all over the place. I don't even know if I'm in frame. Am I in frame? Can you guys see what I'm doing? I know I asked that a gazillion times, but I feel like it shifts. I guess because I'm all over here and y'all are just like right here. So I feel like it shifts around on us. Even though I know it probably doesn't. I was out running around earlier and did not go by the store and get glue. Oh, well, mainly because I get my glue at the Hobby Lobby. And they're closed on Sunday, so. So, we'll have to try to remember to do that this week. Okay. Well, let's scooch you up a little bitty bit. Oh, by the way, if you're new here, I live by the airport, a small municipal little airport. So you quite frequently hear airplanes flying by, most especially when my doors are open. So, don't be alarmed. I can hear my neighbors pecking around. There's a little kid over there, so it's possible you'll hear a little kid cry in just a minute because it's quite a common occurrence. I think that's a little baby, I think. I really don't know, but just a guess. Okay, hopefully we have 2 even pieces that will fit right in here. Plunk of that there and there. Yep. That is gonna work nicely. Okay. Trusty, what is that word? Like handy dandy, but trusty. I don't know what I'm thinking. I think I'll glue on this. Sometimes I glue on the paper, sometimes I glue on the book. My glue is coming out really slow because I think the tip is clogged because it's almost empty. And so we just gotta work with it a little bit. Be patient. There's only so many times I can run it through the hot water and clean it out, which I do often, by the way. But slapping the glue down with this is a makeup applicator. I think I got it at the dollar store. It's silicone, works great to smooth out stuff, and it also works great because it is silicone, and so you just peel the dried glue off. I've had it for quite a while, so there is quite a buildup on it of the thinner glue. It doesn't really want to peel, but I could spend some time, but okay. tell I'm gonna need some more glue. I know a lot of people, different people use different stuff as far as glue goes. I use the Weld Bond as my glue. And then I use the Elmer's Craft Bond Extra Strength Permanent for my glue stick. And I've not had a problem out of either one of them, except for the fact that towards the end of the Weld Bond jar, it gets slow to respond to my needs. But it does well with fabric, with paper, with glass, with wood, metal. I mean, it really does good with all sorts of things. Dries clear. And no, I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. I know sometimes when you watch videos of people create, you want to know what they're using and how, you know, because it sometimes makes a difference. So, kind of like to let people know what I use. As far as my spine here on this book, it's an older vintage book, and I secured it with masking tape initially, and then I typically use a white cloth sports tape. You can find it at the dollar store as well, fairly inexpensive, and it's cloth, so it's flexible, which you want your spine to be a little flexible. And you can find the tearable and you can find the not so tearable. Tearable, not terrible. Tearable. Able to tear. I try to get the non-tearable because, again, I want it to be sturdy for my spine. Ta-da. You know what I think I'm gonna do just for grinsies? So I put the glue down on this side of the cardboard or the book cover. I think I'll put it on this time and see if there's a difference. I have to do that off camera because my little glue book's over here, but basically the same thing. I'm squirting glue on the back of this page and I'll spread it out and we'll see. We'll see which one has the smoother edge. Also towards the end of the bottle you get the little dried crunchies. So if you're wanting a smoother glue, you kind of have to pay attention for that. So December, we're in December now. I'm doing Defember-ember. I've got my day, quote unquote, day one. Not my day one, my first prompt. I've got it uploading now. My phone takes forever and 3 days to upload stuff. Not really, but it does take a while. And so yeah, I've done my first prompt for Defember-ember. And the way I'll be working through that is just kind of working through it prompt by prompt, not certain days or anything like that. Mainly because I got a lot going on in December, so I'm not able to commit to every day working on it and things like that, so I think it did better by, just because I feel like I need to, yeah. See, I didn't get all the way to my edge. So I feel like it did better with putting it on the cover. and then laying it down, because I guess I just didn't get a good cover on the paper. So now I have to go back and tuck the edges in a little bit. Which is no big deal, it's just an extra step. I'm just gonna do this. Can't get it up under there because it's, I don't know, I'm pretty meticulous about that kind of stuff. Okay. They both went down pretty smooth, no bubbles or whelps or anything. Using this and covering every bit of it helps to decrease the bubbling up, I think. So we got our inside cover. I think that's good. Good. We'll set that aside, and I was going to need to figure out a template. How do you say that? Okay. I am a firm believer there are no rules in art, so if you guys are thinking, what is she doing? I'm just doing. And I'm not a fan of measuring and math and all that good stuff, and so just work with me here. I'm cutting out a template for my page size, so I can start gathering my papers. Wait a minute, I've got my papers together, so I can start folding my papers. I know what I'm talking about. I think I know what I'm talking about. And I think you guys know what I'm talking about. So this is Cactus template. Okay, so now I can, let's see here. We decided we're gonna do it the purple paper. I'm thinking I'm gonna do 2 signatures with this. It's about looks like a 1-inch spine. Yeah, it's about a 1-inch spine. So I think I'm gonna do 2 signatures, 2 smaller signatures with this. So I'll clear out some of these pages. There's 8. That may be too many, but we'll start with that. And there's several ways to do this. Sometimes people put all your pages together and fold them. I don't do that. I fold all my pages and then tuck them together. So it's a little bit more tedious, but that just seems to be what works for me. I'll fold them together, and then when I start piecing them together, you'll see. You're going to get that push out, that center push out. I don't really know what that's called. I'm sure there's a technical term for it. But then when I get all my pages in the order I want them and all that, then I will trim down my edges to all be the same. Make sense? Some people, again, do it a little differently than that. I don't know, because I don't know that way. And I used to know forever ago when I started this. I say forever ago. I've only been doing this for a little over a year. But When I started, I knew there was 2 distinct ways you could do it, and I was back and forth on them. And or now that I have a template, I could go that route and trim it up. But this just kind of gives me a base template, meaning I don't want something that's like way smaller, or, you know, vice versa. So and I tend to, once I've decided how many signatures I'm going to have, I'm going to do 2 signatures. And I'm going to kind of start sorting my stacks of stuff. Now, with the big 12 by 12 pages, I like to, in a lot of my journals, I like to make pockets. Here's where your template comes in. Now, folded the 12 by 12 in half, and then I got my size, or my roundabout size. So we've got a pocket here, and I'll either glue it or sew it on the edge. And then this is one of our pages. It's an easy way to make a pocket. It's kind of built into the book. And we'll kind of see, I'll need to trim this, and I will. Not right now though. Just kind of trying to get my pages together. Now, I like to make pockets like that. I don't necessarily like to make it out of the printed pages that, like, so this, when it flips up, you're gonna have upside down cactus. It's no big deal, but I try not to do that. Try not to. Use our template again, see if we can get a little closer. And I mean, you can measure this and use your ruler, but again, not a fan of all that nonsense. I don't know why. And you don't have to fold them like this. You can fold them like this. The thing with doing that is that, you know, it's however you want to do it. I'm going to fold it to the inside just like I did the other signature. And maybe what I'll do is, so here's what I'm feeling. 1, 2, 3. Where's the other one? Where's the other? Oh, it's right here. 4. And then I want the yellow ones, because we have a yellow cover. And let's see here. I'm going to see if these, oh, we did use these on the insides. I want these. I'm wondering if, something just fell to the floor, but that's okay. I'm wondering if, we've got our green stack over here. I'm wondering if I can scooch these to the green stack. I think I will. I mean, I've still got this, and I'll use this throughout the book because we have it here. But I won't use it as a page. So, these are all the pages we'll use in signature. And what I can do, just to kind of give me an idea for thickness, is go ahead and fold them in half, because they're all going to need to be folded in half. I mean, I'll have to decide which ones I want to do pockets out of and which ones I want to just leave as pages, but even still, they're going to have to be folded in half. Oh, I just realized my laundry's going. I'm sure that's nice and annoying in the background. Anywho. So these are all the pages that are going to be in this signature. And so I can kind of piece them together and see what my thickness is. Play around with that a little bit. And then I can work on cutting them down or trimming them down or whatever. I haven't decided if I'm going to sew in this or not, so, you know, that's all a part of it as well. Let's use this one. And then we'll do this one. Ouch. And then this one. So that kind of gives us our thickness. I got this extra one here, but I might set it aside to use for embellishments as well. And so let's fold all these real quick. I'll go ahead and set that one aside. I'm a bit of an even Steven. I don't know why I'm that way, but it's like if I have two signatures, then we have, you know, 8 sheets, and of those 8 sheets, 2 have to be this way and 2 have to be, you know. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I have a hint of OCD when it comes to that. I just try to make sure all the goodies are dispersed throughout. So you don't open the book and then the first 5 pages are Cactus, and then the last pages you're like, oh, I thought this was Cactus related, but only the first half. And you gotta keep in mind that you're gonna be adding embellishments and pockets and things like that. So you don't want, when you, so here's my 2 signatures, essentially. And I don't want them to be too thick because I want to have the room to add embellishments and things like that. So that's where I'm at. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but I would like it a little thicker, so I'm going to go ahead and add these 2 pieces. Not that it makes that much of a difference, but just to help thicken it up just a little bit. The trick is figuring out where I want to add them. I'll just add them in the center for now. And we could always, to thicken it up a little bit, so you could always add 2 more purple pages. Again, not that it thickens it up a whole lot because this is thin writing paper, but it'll give it a little bit of something. And we'll go towards the center. I don't like to do my center a real thin page. I prefer it to be like cardstock or, you know, pocket or something like that. And I was doing every other one. So we'll tuck that in there. And, excuse me, every other one. that in there. Okay, I think I'm good with that. I've still got a lot of room to play, which is okay, because, you know, that'll give me a little bit of wiggle room to add these thicker clips and, you know, all of our embellishments and things like that. So I am going to stop here. I'm going to continue on and, you know, cut my pages down and all that. And I don't know if any of you have seen my journal makes before. I get my pages situated and I work in my pages, meaning add my pockets and my embellishments and all that, and get everything in it, and then I sew it in. So I do need to find some fabric. I usually fabric line my inside of my spine, so I need to find some fabric. I need to cut down my pages, and I need to go through these and kind of see what kind of ephemera we want to make pockets and things like that for this journal. These greens, these pretties, I'm going to set aside. And I'll plan to do a separate one with these, just because, oh, they're so much prettier in person than they are on screen. But anywho, that's that. And then we got stickers to work with, and of course these little floofies. So we'll just see what we can come up with. In the meantime, thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching, and I will be back soon enough. You know, we're in the throes of December, and I'm starting a new project. It's a magazine collage, Paper People, so I'll be playing with that. It's midday Sunday. I've got the rest of the afternoon to piddle around, so I may or may not be back with another video. I feel like I'm uploading a lot of videos this weekend, but that's just how it happens on the weekends sometimes. Anywho, I'll close this up. Thanks for hanging out with me while I start this new journal, and we will see you guys soon. Bye for now.